Hi everyone, it's Mark from Gillman Automotive. We've got a Skoda Fabia 1.2 and it's been cutting out, so it's been an ongoing thing. Start off with, I changed the fuel filter and then it seemed to be okay for ages, and then going uphill it cut out once, so I had it in, no faults present because faults are being deleted. So I started trying to do a diagnosis, but of course I couldn't find any faults on anything. Everything checked out okay. The low pressure fuel pump were pumping okay, powers were okay, so I suspected it was the high pressure fuel pump. So I'm going to plug in the diagnostics, see if there's any codes today. I'm guessing there probably isn't, and then we'll go from there. Right, well, plugged in, I'll have a read, see if there's any codes. There we go, red. Right, diagnosis. I'll do a status report, and then if there are any faults, any codes, they'll come up in here. Oh, we've got a fault code. This might help. This might help. Yeah, because last time it had no fault codes. Fuel rail pressure sensor. So we've had this code before, so at least we've got a fault code. Passive and sporadic, which leads me to think it is high pressure fuel pump. So we'll get the bonnet open and we'll get that changed out and see what happens. This is what we're changing. Obviously that'll be high pressure, probably 700 psi, maybe more. So we'll go get that pressure down first. I'm gonna bang a brand new one on there. So let's go and see what the pressure is first, and then go about trying to get it down. Right, so we need to read some data stream. Block 1, and we'll search for fuel pressure. Fuel pressure. There we go. Enter. Okay, and the fuel pressure is 1,309. That will cut straight through skin. So what we need to do is get that down. So to get this fuel pressure down, I'm going to run the pump, disconnect the pump on the low pressure side, flip you around, which is under here. You can see. There. So if we just disconnect that plug, it says like that. So now, and we'll run the engine until the pressure comes down. Right, so we'll start the engine and we'll watch that pressure come down. And eventually it'll just drop down and then cut out. It takes some time, so we'll speed this up. Accelerator. We want the pressure as close to 0 psi as we can, so we don't end up injuring ourselves. At the moment there'll be a fault code in for you can hear it starting to hesitate a bit. So wow, this is why I think it's the high pressure side rather than the low pressure side. It's still running. It's getting lower. Eventually it'll just cut out. Oh, it's taking forever. It just will not fail. Why won't it fail? There we go. Now we're down to 18 psi. So we should try and start it. It will not start. No, we're getting lower. We can live with that. Right, so what I need to do now is just taking the pipe work off. This has been a pain, but we will persevere. There we go. Oh, fuel. I'll bang it up there. Fuel went everywhere. It's our fire start. Right, so now it is 3 bolts, but 2 bolts, shall I say? But get to that one. Should be able to get to that one. Might get to that one. Might be able to get to that one. They are spline, but I ain't got no spline. Yeah. See, that's the issue. This is in my way, so I've got to take that off the wire loop. How can I get a slip past it? Ah, slip past it. Bonus. As I was saying, they are spline, but as size as this, an 8mm Allen key will fit in it. Just gotta be careful. Don't want to round it. And you don't want to drop your spline either. Yeah, Allen key. Right, so Then you got one. These work off a cam. So as the cam turns, it pumps. I'll show you when I get out. It just works as a pump. Up and down, pumping. So because there's a spring underneath there, I'm just going to go whipping it out. Let's see. Don't want to wreck anything. There's no pressure on that, so we're alright. I've never done one before, so I don't know what to expect. So yeah, I can feel pressure there. Water dripping down my leg. Nice. It's one bolt, 2 bolts. And that should just pop off with a screwdriver. Well, I'm open. Got a prize. It's caught on the fuel line. Yeah. Boom. And there you go. This is a pump. You can't see. So looking. This is pumps up and down. Sits on the cam. We'll check that lobe to make sure it's okay. That's basically what it does. Overcomplicated. Well, it's not complicated, but it's a shim and rollers on that. And that pushes the spring. Bump, bump, bump. So it can only go in one way. But we'll have a look at that cam through here to make sure it's okay. Right, back. Refreshments. Nice if it were a beer, but have a beer when you're on the job. Right. If you look down there, you see the camshaft. That's where it works on, so I'm going to check to make sure that's undamaged. So we'll need to turn the engine over. Right. So we'll turn it over. We'll have a look, see. It doesn't look worn. No, it don't look worn. It's spinning free. I think it's leaking petrol past the diaphragm. I think that's what the issue is. I think. It does smell a bit petrol-y. So I'm opening right. Gut instinct. So I'm going on. See if we can get a spanner down there. I can. Oh no. What was that? Oh, it's only a ratchet. I can't reach it. It's got a fist full of me. I don't know if it's going to be strong enough to get it. It's all through the floor now. Oh, it worked the same way. Either way. Could do it straight spanner rather than with a crank on. Could do it right side spanner also. This is going to be a pain. See if we can get it from this way. I don't want to take the wheel off to do it that way. Can't get no room. There we go. Right. Not seeing an awful lot at the moment, you're just seeing me, but it's hard to get a camera down there. That's alright there. That's alright. Down there. Oh, I said it's down there where I'm looking. Like I said, it's hard to get the camera down there. So, right. I'll put a new pump on it. Right, brand fire new. Nice and shiny. Can't really tell any difference. Bang that back in. Seems a bit sticky that though. I might give that a clean up, you know. Might give that a bit of a clean up. Yeah. Maybe that has been sticky. Maybe. See that there? That's not what matters, is it? But would it cause it to cut out? But would it cause it to cut out? That's the question. I don't think it would. But it's not going to help matters. Let's get a bit of sandpaper. A bit of clean up. I'll bang that back in there. Yeah, it's nice and free. Nice and free. A new pump. Them off. Yeah, see, that didn't have that amount of movement on. Well, some. Oh, no, no. But the camera's in a different place. Wasn't it? Let's turn that camera a bit. Turn that camera so I'm not struggling. No point struggling. Even though this is struggling. Send that out of the way as well. What was it? One bolt in. One bolt in. Let that tighten down. Just to tighten it down even. So see that O-ring there? Slides in nice and square. If you cockle it over to one way, it'll damage the O-ring. And then you get an oil leak. We don't want no oil leaks. And I want to get a bit of this oil out as well. So I'm not, because the oil level is high. I'm not happy about it being that high. Right, get that down. Get that down. I mean about slipping, they'll slip there. There we go. Get them there. This part's back on. Like so. Come on, nice and square. That looked nice and square, did it? Hopefully that won't leak. Shouldn't leak. So, then this one, just put over here. So, in the place. Right, a troublesome clip. Boom, that back in. Right. That's that and that one. Right. What we'll do, we'll start up, make sure there's no leaks. And that it starts up. Right, so we'll plug this back in. Clip it up. fire up, see if there's any leaks. You check while there's any leaks while I'm around there, don't fall down there. No leak. No leak. Right, back into the car. Right, back in here now, so back into intelligent diagnosis. There'll be fault codes all over now, because I've had bits off. But what I'll do is delete them fault codes, check some, sorry I got distracted there, check some, I can't think of the word, data stream, fuel pressure's running out. Oh, I've only got one fault code still, weird, thought I'd had more. Oh, instrument cluster, we're not bothered about that. Well, I don't think I really. Can't imagine that's causing me a fault. Oh, fuel level. Yeah, right, yeah, of course I've had that off. That's fine. Alright, so enter this. Okay. Read DTC. Some cars you have to read it once. It's no freeze frame. Clear fault. This one, enter. Read DTC. Clear fault code. Yes. Cleared. Right, so now, oops. Need to go back into there. Do data stream, read data stream, block quant, fuel pressure. Okay. That's more of a one. Right. Look at that. There's no graph on this for some reason. That's it on a graph, but there's no graph on it. But it looks exactly as it did before. It's going up and down alright. I think what I would like to do now is read some mode 6. See if anything comes up in there. Oh, what I'd like to see if there's any special like resets. Don't look like it. Doesn't look like it. I can read readiness through here. But it's because I've cleared fault, so it's not read them yet. If you know what I mean, it's not relearnt them. Adaptations. Nothing is there for fuel. Some time and deviations. No. Right, anyway. Back with you in a minute. Right, we'll see if we can get into mode 6. Never used it, so we'll go into there and it will read everything, what's ready and not. This is a good way of telling if codes are being cleared recently also, because some things won't be ready. See how it says waiting? That's done. Look there, readiness not completed 4, so that means because I've deleted codes recently, it will have to relearn them ones. Don't know what them ones are yet. Mode 6, mode 6, mode 6. There's no mode 6. Misfire is done. Complete. Catalyst monitor not complete. Heat catalyst monitor not supported. EVAP monitor not supported, so that's why it says wasn't complete because it's not supported. 2, what we got? Yeah, so it's not learned the catalyst yet, and the O2 sensors, which are monitor. Alright, use free frame, no free frame. Live data, don't want that. So look at. Well, the fuel pressures are pretty stable, fluctuating a little bit, but you expect it. It's not going to be dead on. Load. Come back now, steady. There's a bit of smoke. Seems to be okay, so we'll lower the oil level. So I'm not happy with being that high, and I think we'll call it a job a good one. So I'll see you next time, guys. Hopefully this doesn't come back. Hi everyone, it's Mark from Gillman Automotive. Today we've got a Skoda Fabia 1.2 and it's been cutting out, so it's been an ongoing thing. To start off with, I changed the fuel filter and then it seemed to be okay for ages, and then going uphill it cut out once. So I had it in, no faults present because faults are being deleted. Say it, garage car, no, say it out. So I started trying to do a diagnosis, but of course, with it being intermittent, I couldn't find any faults on anything. Everything checked out okay. Low pressure fuel pump were pumping okay, powers were okay. So I suspected it was a high pressure fuel pump, so I'm going to plug in the diagnostics, see if there's any codes today, which I'm guessing there probably isn't, and then we'll go from there. So I'll flip you around.